everybody, it's Amy from Northwoods Studio and welcome to this week's video. It is Friday morning. This is future me. I'm popping in to film a new beginning because my beginning I ended up doing totally different stuff. So yeah. So this week I spent my very last gift card for Blick from Christmas. It was a $50 one, so I have a little something there to open. Miss Dita, as soon as she heard my voice, decided she needed a drink of water, so sorry about the noise. I have a couple packages from art supply companies to open as well. I did a lot of work on a pastel piece. I'm hoping to apply to the Pastel Society of America this year and hopefully still this spring. We'll see. And then I have some news about my shoulder injury and it's not good. So grab yourself something cozy to drink. I've actually got tea today. This is Irish breakfast tea with a little creamer in it. So grab yourself something to drink and come on in and we will chat for a little bit. I always have plans for the week. It's Monday. I always have plans for the week. I say my plans in these videos. So I do know, however, it is Monday morning right now. It's at like 8 o'clock in the morning. I just got my kids off to school and today is the day that I see the orthopedic doctor and find out if the physical therapy helped my shoulder enough that I don't have to have surgery. So that's on the schedule for this morning. So I'm going to head out there and see how the appointment goes and then we'll come back and start the week. Okay, so I'm back from the doctor and it did not go as well as I had hoped. She did not feel that the physical therapy had helped it enough, so the surgery is a go. It is the start of February right now while I'm filming this, and the surgery is scheduled for mid-March. So that's where we're at that. I'll have to figure things out and what kind of videos I'm going to put up, what I'm going to do about Patreon. I don't know. So I'll be thinking about some of that stuff this week. But for now, I'm not going to think about it. Not right now, not this morning. I'm going to maybe go do some pastels or something, do something fun for a while. So let's go do something fun. Okay, so I am popping in here. I don't know where in the video I'm going to put this, but I'm popping in here because I wanted to talk to you guys a little bit about my channel and the direction it's going to take and my Patreon and the direction that's going to take. And then also what's going to be happening coming up here with the surgery. So I don't know. I'm probably putting this after. So you heard me say mid-March. Mid-March is when the surgery is scheduled. It could go one of two ways. It could be an easier fix, and I might only be in the brace and the immobilization device for 4 weeks if that's what it is, or it might be a harder fix where they have to staple things to the bone and whatnot, which she said could be up to 8 weeks in the immobilization device. So I would like to film some stuff ahead of time and try to put some stuff up so that at least I stay consistent on my YouTube channel. I like these mishmash videos. I do. I like the mishmash videos. I like showing you guys my new art supplies. But I'm torn. I'm wondering what direction to go. So it has been a year. It was a year on January 15th since I started on here. And I started on here meaning to do more teaching. I feel like I have a lot of knowledge and I'd like to share it with people and help people along their art journey and help them learn it and grow. And the algorithm doesn't like that so much. But I'm to the point now where I might be thinking, at least on certain weeks, to say, shove that algorithm and let's just do what we want to do. So I want suggestions. I want comments. What I'm thinking for the surgery. This is where I need your help. I'm going to be filming stuff now, for the next month. So I want ideas and suggestions for things you want to learn, tips and tricks, techniques you want to see demonstrated, products you want to see demonstrated, things that I could do. I'm thinking since I have to pre-film a bunch of stuff, maybe something I could do in a 15 to 30 minute video, maybe closer to the 20 minutes. So whatever you want to see, whatever you want to learn, whatever you're interested, and drop me a comment below. I'm thinking I'm gonna try to have at least 8 weeks of content pre-filmed if I can. So if you could drop those down below, I'd really appreciate it. I'll just pick stuff that sounds interesting or fun or that a lot of people seem to want to see. And then that brings me to the channel as a whole. I guess I'm looking for suggestions here as well. Do you like that I skip around from medium to medium? Would you prefer I focused on just one medium or just 2 mediums? And if so, what? Do you like to see my journey? Like, are you enjoying like my weekly mishmash videos? I obviously have said many times that I want to be an artist who does YouTube, which means that I want to pursue my own art journey as well. And because of that, 2 of my goals this year are to join, well, I guess I have 3 goals. No. So 2 of my goals this year, one of them I've sort of already done. So my first one was to apply to the Pastel Society of America. I may not get in, that's okay. I'm used to rejection, it's all right. But you know, I have to have 5 original pieces done from my own reference photos just to apply. And then I think I actually, you know what? I think I talk about that later on in the video. I'm not going to talk about that now. So one of my goals is the Pastel Society. I'd also like to apply to some of the oil painting societies, and then possibly enter some stuff in to be considered for a show. So I took a leap. I took a leap last night and I joined the National Oil Painters Association. I probably have that. It's NOAPS, N-O-A-P-S. I'm getting the letters all mixed up. I'll link it down below. You do not have to submit pieces just to join for that, so you just pay your dues and you're in. And I did. But I would also like to apply to Oil Painters of America, OPAS, which that one you do need to, I think, 2 pieces for that. I'll link all of those below, all 3 of the societies down below. So, you know, I have my own goals and stuff. For this year. I may get sidetracked a little bit with the surgery. I'm hoping it's not going to be too bad. And as much as I like the mishmash videos and the sponsor videos I do for companies, those tend to be really long and really hard to produce and edit, taking weeks and weeks, like 3 weeks, 4 weeks. The Oh Hoo Hoo Snow Leopard video, I can link that down below too. That took 3 weeks. It was actually 3.5, I think, total with editing and everything. And I really pushed it. I pushed it hard to get it done in that amount of space. Which brings me to the whole channel again. I would like to take less sponsored videos, but I know that's where the money is. I have no problem like trying supplies and like, you know, doing a quick review, but the dedicated videos that take, you know, I don't know how long that snow leopard was. Was it like 30 minutes, 28 minutes? But the actual drawing of it was like, I have hours and hours and hours and hours of footage. 10 maybe? Maybe more, maybe 12, maybe 15, I don't know. For sure over 10. It was for sure over 10. So then the question, like, you know, that I'm asking myself is, if I'm doing all of that, I don't have time for what I want to do, and is it worth it? I did start this channel meaning to make an income because I lost my job back in October of 2022. So I do need to make an income, but I'm not sure how to go about like doing it. I've thought about putting, like, I haven't really tried to sell it. I haven't tried to sell any of my original art. So that could be a way. I've got, you know, some prints and stickers and stuff up in my shop. I'll link that down below in case you want to check that out. I did my first shop update in like September, and I haven't touched it since then. So that might be something I could do. And then of course there's Patreon. And I have been earning more with Patreon than I have from the YouTube ad revenue. But I feel like I need to shake the Patreon up too. So maybe, I probably did already, but I'm thinking you're probably seeing, you know, some footage of me packing some Patreon rewards. So my Patreon right now is, well, 4 tiers, but really 3. I've got, you can be well, 5, I guess. You can be a free member and you still get some updates and stuff. You can be a $1 tip jar, which is like, you have access to like the Patreon lunch break, which is like a mini blog post that I do each week with photos to like tell you what's going on and behind the scenes stuff. I have my sketchbook club tier, which is a monthly theme plus weekly sketchbook club prompts. There's 3 a week, plus I find reference photos from copyright-free reference photo sites and include that. And then we also have a Google photo album, and you can upload your artwork into that album to be entered into the $15 gift card giveaway each month that I do for art supplies. And then we also have the Facebook group, the Discord group, the Patreon chat for socialization. That's all on that tier level. And then my video tier is the student artist tier. That's, I think, $8.50 a month. And that one is where you're going to get like the tutorials and stuff. And then my top tier is, I think, $13.50 for $13.50, and that's the apprentice artist. And that was monthly Zoom calls, but I had trouble making the Zoom call this month. So this month it's stickers and prints being snail mailed, and I'm thinking it might go to that until I get through the surgery. The stickers and prints, I'll try to get those done ahead of time, because I don't know if I can do a Zoom call. I don't know if I'll be able to. I don't know. So that's what it's at right now. But I feel like I want to shake things up, and I guess I'm looking for input from you guys and what you might be interested in. I have wanted to do like actual classes on there, like live over Zoom, maybe on the weekends or evening classes, I don't know, where I would like take you through something like, you know, it might be in parts, but start to finish a whole piece, teaching along the way. But A, I'd have to upgrade to the Zoom business membership to do that. And B, that would be pretty time consuming. So I'm wondering if I should make an even higher tier for that. And it wouldn't be like socialization, that Zoom call. That would be like an actual class where I'm there to teach and we're not there to talk. Because I've been feeling like I'd like to do that. And I love chatting with you guys, and I like doing that in the live streams, but I'd also like to actually teach a full-on class where, you know, I'm not there to talk. I'm there to show you, you know, what to do and how to use supplies and stuff. So that's an option. And then right now for the video tier, I'm doing mostly monthly tutorials. Sometimes I'll change it up and do something else, but mostly monthly tutorials. And again, those are long and hard to produce. The snow leopard is over there and it's going up in 1 hour parts. And I'm wondering, is that the kind of thing you'd like to see? Or would you prefer like a shorter monthly tutorial that is maybe easier and more beginner friendly, or maybe intermediate? Because I would say that what I'm posting up there right now is more advanced level. So that's something I would like some feedback on. And as much as I like the sketchbook club, I feel like there's not as much participation in there as I would like to see. So I was thinking, do people like it? Do you like the prompts? Do you like having something to draw? I'm thinking the Google photo album might be going away until after my arm surgery, because I think that would be an extra thing that I have to do that may be hard on the computer. But I'm wondering if people aren't super interested in the sketchbook prompts, would you like it if I did like an Art Tip Tuesday over there and did like a short weekly video of like 10 to 15 minutes with an art tip or trick or short tutorial like once a week in place of the sketchbook club prompts, and then kept the full-on tutorials for the video tier? So those are some of my thoughts. It doesn't matter if you're a Patreon, if you think you might be a Patreon and you'd like to give me your feedback. If you go over to my Patreon and just join as a free member, I have a series of 3 polls up that I put up today. Today's Friday. And it's open for comments. It's open for everybody, even if you're not in any of the paying tiers, to leave comments and suggestions for me over there. I'm feeling kind of lost. I'm feeling kind of lost, and I'm not sure which direction I should take YouTube, which direction should I take Patreon, I want to be here for you guys and what you want to see and what you want to do. I don't want to feel like I'm wasting your time or I'm wasting my time making content that you guys don't want to actually see. So I'm really asking, could you help me out and leave me some feedback either here or over on Patreon as to either my YouTube channel or Patreon and what you would like to see. And then, you know, at least for mid-March to end of April when I'm doing these pre-recorded things, I'm going to say, oh well, to the algorithm and just do whatever you guys want me to do. I mean, obviously I can't do weekly mishmash videos while I'm recuperating because they take a lot of editing and also a lot of filming and stuff. So it's going to be a teaching month, except it might be it's going to be 6 to 8 weeks, I guess. So drop your ideas for that down below and now we'll get on with the rest of everything else. Okay, you guys, so this is the last, like I said, of the gift cards from Christmas. We're going to open these. I'm kind of glad they came today. I've been having a heck of a day. I had a heck of a week last week. My son, my older son, the one with reactive airway disease, got influenza. And it was a very rough week last week. And then we had some family issues near the end of the week on top of that. And then my sister sort of had to have an emergency induction and had a baby. So congratulations to them. I can't wait to meet them. I'm really excited to meet them. They're all doing good. It's all good now. You know, actually, we'll open this second because this is not super exciting. This is pastel paper. This is sanded UArt 400 grit pastel paper, and I think I want to say 18 by 20. I wanted some large sheets. So nothing super serious is wrong now, except for, you know, this morning finding out I do indeed have to have surgery. I'm just having a bad day, I guess. I don't know. I just must have slept on my shoulder wrong and it's hurting, and it just seems like a lot of little piddly issues, and I'm in a bad mood, I guess. So let's open this. It's still Monday. It's Monday at like, I don't know, 1:30 maybe now. So I'm going to open this and take a look at this paper, and I'm thinking that I have a little bit of time before my kids are home from school. So I'm thinking I might try to work on a pastel piece this afternoon is what I'm thinking. Let's see. There they are. Ooh, they're big. I don't remember what size this is. I want to say it was 18 by 20. That's big. I've never worked this big before, and I'm really excited to try it. I only got 3 sheets because they were pricey. And the good thing, I mentioned this before, but the good thing about UArt is if you hate what you do, you can actually like wash it off under the sink and then just sort of stretch it flat to dry like you would with watercolor paper. I mount my pieces that I like when they're finished on foam core board, so UArt does have a tendency to curl, but it doesn't matter if you mount it. And it can take a washing. A beating, I don't know, whatever you want to call it. So I'm super excited to try that. I've got some pieces already mounted on my easel. I have a 12 by 18 and a 9 by 12. I might work on the 12 by 18 today. I'm not sure. And then I'm planning to do the live stream on Thursday, and somebody had asked me to do, to show how you would underpaint with pan pastels on a floral piece. So I'm going to be doing that. By the time this video is up, that live stream, as long as nothing goes wrong, should have already been up. So I'll link that down below. So what we have in here, let's do this. So we have, these are the Rembrandt, they're called Rembrandt soft pastels, but they're actually the one hard. I find them hard. They're my hard pastels. So I use these like for the first layers and like some details where you have to have, you know, fine lines and stuff. So I'm adding to my collection. This is the Rembrandt Cool Reds. Right there. And then I got the Rembrandt Deep Violets, because I don't have very many purples. And then I got the Rembrandt Rose Violets. So that should definitely add to my collection. I'm excited to try those out. And then I got some more softy tools. Softy. I will say softy, but they're just soft, but they have 2 F's. These are the ones that are like a palette knife. And I don't know if you can see in there, but there's 3 different shapes of sponges. that you can use on the bottom there. And then, uh-oh, this is ripped. Well, we'll have to check the list. Hopefully everything is here. And in keeping with the whole pastel theme, I got the Pan Pastel in the Violet Tint. This is a very pale violet-y purple color, sort of similar to this, although even lighter. And then I got, oddly this one's not in a thing. And then I got the Magenta shade. Magenta shade. I have just the plain magenta. Maybe I can reach it so you can compare. This right here is just the pure magenta, and this is the magenta shade. So you can see the difference there. And then I got the Magenta Tint. So a little bit pinker than the violet, if you can see that. Yeah, you can see that a little bit on the camera, I think. Pinker, purpler. And you can mix pan pastels to make your own colors. It's just a convenience to have more colors. I've slowly been adding to my collection to get more colors. This is the violet shade. And let's see. Right below my magenta here is the violet pure violet. So here's the violet shade. Hopefully you can see the difference there. And then one more box. We have this is the Violet Extra Dark. So I just got a little more violets. The nice thing about the pan pastels are they're all totally light fast. All of them. All of their colors are light fast. They're made by Golden. No surprise there. You know I love Golden. And they do have the pigment numbers on the back as well. But you don't have to worry about checking the pan pastels to make sure they're light fast. They're all light fast. Oh no, don't drop it. Oh no. Phew. Looks okay. And they're sturdy. All right. So let's, I'm going to have to get another one of these pan pastel trays, I think. But not now, because it is now officially, today I think it is February 5th. I bought these on January, not these on January 31st. I'm now in my no-buy month of February. That is not to say there won't be no new supplies. I have 2 companies sending me art supplies for review videos for you guys. So you will still see new supplies. People always are like, you say you're on a no-buy, but you still have supplies. And that's because people send them to me, which is, you know, one of the very best perks of being an art YouTuber. Because although I do always say I am not a YouTuber who does art, I'm an artist who does YouTube. So fine line. But anyway, that is like when I started this, I was really excited about that part. I was like, someday I hope to have enough of a following that I get free supplies. And I do now, and it's absolutely lovely, and I'm grateful every day. Every day. So, all right, let's clean up. Maybe I'll go have some lunch or some chocolate to get me out of my bad mood. And then maybe we'll try out my new daylight lamp, and I'll set up and see if I can film while I work on a pastel piece. See you in a minute. So it's Wednesday morning now. I just got the kids off to school. I'm not gonna lie, I'm struggling a little bit with the whole surgery thing, and my son is still sick from, he had, let's see, today's Wednesday, so not last Friday, but the Friday before, he got influenza, and it's the one with reactive airway disease, and it kicked in. So all of last week was super hard for him and for us. Yeah, it's hard. And he's back at school this week, but his reactive airway disease is still kicked in, so he's still having some trouble breathing and coughing, and sleeping isn't great and all that. So, you know, I'm already feeling tired from being up and taking care of him, and then the whole surgery thing on top of it. And then my sister had a baby this weekend, which is great, and they're all healthy and they're doing good, but it was not planned. It was early, and there were some complications, and they had to have the baby. So that was stressful, but just in general, life seems hard right now. So I'm trying to distract myself. I did yesterday spend most of my working day just doing a pastel piece. It's not done. I'll pop in some footage here. This is from one of my own personal reference photos. And I am, you know, working a little on some photos or some pieces from my own photos that I, you know, am somewhat thinking towards trying to make the April deadline for applying to the Pastel Society of America. I did this piece a little bit differently than I normally do. I did a different kind of underpainting. I went and grabbed this book. This is Painting Brilliant Skies and Water in Pastel by Liz, I think Liz Hayward Sullivan. She is, I think, master level at the Pastel Society of America. So, you know, to get in, you have to submit 5 original pieces from your own personal reference photos, or that you did plein air or whatever. You can't use references off the internet or whatever. And then if you get in, they either bestow upon you the title of associate member, or if they think you're more skilled, a signature member, although, I mean, realistically, there's only 1,300 people, I think, in it in the United States, so if you get in, you're doing good. But she's a master level, and she, let's see if I can find so when I do underpaintings, I always tend to do either like a monochrome value study, or I will sometimes do like complementary colors. Sometimes I'll just tone the paper with a wash to try to bring some warmth to it or cool it down or whatever. But she tends to do an underpainting with like the actual painting. And I'll link a video down below of hers that I was watching this weekend, because that's a really good example of it. So if you want to see her actually doing it, I think the video is like an hour and a half long maybe. And it's like from start to finish. It's a demonstration. It might have been for the Pastel Society of America, but I can't remember. I'll link it down below if you want to see her doing it like in person. I'm trying to find a good example of it in the book, but I haven't yet. Okay, here's an example. But so she is actually using the underpainting as like an underpainting with like the same tones and stuff. She does occasionally still do monochrome, but here is an example. Let's turn the light off for a second so you can see it better. So this is where she starts out using like the actual color she's going to use, and then she washes it down. Here are some of her other steps. Hopefully this is all in focus. And that's the whole piece. So I did that on this piece that I'm working on. It's not done yet. It's probably nowhere near done yet, but it's in the middle. I did that for the first time on this one, so we'll see how I feel about that at the end. And then what else did I do yesterday? I'm trying to just keep myself busy. I'm not doing what I'm supposed to be doing. I have 2 sponsored videos and a sponsored Instagram post that I'm supposed to be working on, and I'm not. Do you ever just feel so overwhelmed that, like, yeah, I don't know. I'm feeling so overwhelmed by everything else that's going on that I can't seem to force myself to do what I'm supposed to be doing. I'm gonna have to today. I don't have a choice, but it's been rough. So the other thing that I was doing yesterday was I went through, because I kept wanting to use some pastel pencils for details. I'm putting it over here because this is where my easel is. Pastel pencils for details, and I kept grabbing ones that are not light fast. So I went through and I took out all the ones that aren't light fast in both of these sets. These are my pastel pencils, and I put the light fast ones over in my, I don't know if you can see it, the boxes, the drawers. If you guys remember the drawers I got from Blick that I thought, I got them for holding pastels. They weren't deep enough for pastels, but they're great for my pastel pencils. So that's what I've been doing. And I was shocked, like, I was shocked to see which ones were not light fast. So, like, here are the ones that, surprisingly, the Stabilo Carbothellos, which are my favorite, but I think aren't considered quite as quality as the Faber-Castell pastel pencils. These are the ones that are not light fast in here. So lots of the pinks and some of the pretty blues and the reds are not light fast. And then I'll show you that the Pitt pastel pencils, the camera's not wanting to do the thing again, and also it's pointing too high. Is that better? Yeah, there, that's better. these were shocking. I was shocked when I went through and actually, so they have different rating systems. I think the Stabilo Carbothellos, they're rated from 1 to 5 stars, so anything under a 3 in here I don't use. These are rated 1, 2, and 3 stars. Right? Yeah, 1, 2, and 3, I think. Yeah. So the 1-star ones say under 5 years. So you're gonna be shocked at this. Look at how many. First of all, look at how many I had to take out, and then second of all, look at the colors. There are like no greens left, which is really unusual. Normally green is not one of the fugitive colors as much. Usually it's more the pinks and the purples and the reds. So I was shocked by this. I was looking a little at the Caran d'Ache pastel pencils because they're, again, the most light fast range. Very expensive. I don't know. If you have a pastel pencil brand that you like, where you know that there's a lot of light fast greens, pinks, purples, and reds, let me know. Because obviously I've got a gap here. Here, I'll get the drawers and show you. Okay. So we'll start with the Stabilo Carbothellos. This is the range that I feel comfortable using in here. So a couple blues, not a ton. Only these 2 reds, no pinks. Oh, there's a red over here too. No pinks, no purples. Some greens. There's some greens in this one. And then the range of the Faber-Castell that I feel comfortable using are here. You can see the ends there. No greens. No, this is the only greenish color. There are more blues, and there are a couple of purples, and there's some muted pinks over here. And that's that. So between the two, I'm doing all right. Let's see if you can see those. But I would like more of a color range. So that's where I am on that. My other plan for today is, so for my Patreons, my top tier is the Apprentice Artist, and we were, the reward for that was supposed to be a Zoom call every month. I have been having a heck of a lot of trouble with Zoom. I don't know what's going on. I can't get my cameras to connect. I don't know why, because they connect for YouTube for my live stream. And when they do connect, it seems like the quality is bad. So this last month, I couldn't get them to connect at all. And I missed the appointment because I was at physical therapy. I scheduled it at the same time. I didn't realize until I was halfway through physical therapy. So I am sending out stickers for last month. Oh, stickers and prints, I should say, for that tier. I've been talking to Zoom, and they seem to think that things would get better if I paid for the upgraded business Zoom. And honestly, like, I feel like there's not enough people in that tier yet to make that feasible. So January is stickers and prints. I'm behind. My printer was out of ink, and when I went to order more ink, it was back ordered. So that should be coming today. So I will be printing the prints on the big printer, which does have ink. I'll start with that this morning, and then the stickers, I will start printing those this afternoon. I'll show them. I'll show a little of it this is a week of my life, so I'll show you a little of that. And then I think if there's time, would like to design the sticker for this month. I already know what the print is going to be for this month. The print is going to be, so the February print. Okay, so I'm messed up right now. How it's going to be is, if you are, for this month, February, if you're a patron before a patron in that highest tier, the sticker and print tier, and I'll change the wording over there so it's a sticker and print. If you're a patron over there before, let's say Valentine's Day, I will probably send those out starting on the 15th. Like, I'll start printing them and making them and sending them out on the 15th. The print this month is going to be a 5x7 print of my leopard plus some sort of Valentine sticker. I'm thinking maybe a cute hedgehog holding a heart. I don't know. Maybe I could pop some footage of that in here too if I actually manage to do that this week. But today's Wednesday. And I don't know, because I have to get this one of the sponsored videos has to be filmed today. So that's something else I have to do this afternoon. And then tomorrow is going to be rough for doing stuff because my son has a doctor's appointment, and then I have to grocery shop and then go get all of his meds, and then do the live stream in the afternoon. So we'll see. And then Friday I'll have to edit this studio vlog, and get that ready to go for Saturday morning. So actually, before we do that, I also did want to say, I want to thank all my thank you to everybody here on YouTube too who are watching, because that also helps support the channel. If you watch and hit like and subscribe, all of that helps support the channel monetarily, so I can try to make a go of this business. But especially I do want to thank the Patreons too, because it really helps. It really helps. I am thinking that after I get these 2 sponsored videos and the sponsored post done, that I better not take on anymore until after the surgery. Think about it. I want to thank everybody who has said that they have been praying for me or sending me healing thoughts or good thoughts. I really appreciate it. And I'll get through this. Like, I've got through everything else in my life, but it's been hard. And I want to thank my Patreons for supporting me, because that is really where the majority of support is coming from. And life, huh? I don't know. I don't know. Anyway, thank you. Thank you to everybody who has supported my dream and my hopes and my wishes and my channel and my Patreon. I wouldn't be here without you guys. Like, literally. I wouldn't be able to do it without it. So thank you very much to everybody, and now let's go start the week. Or day, I should say. So I hope you like this week's video. From here on out, all of my spare time is going to be going into creating pre-recorded and pre-made content for that time when I'm healing from the surgery. So please drop all your comments and ideas and suggestions down below, and I will do my best to try to have it be like a teaching month or 2. And hopefully the algorithm doesn't screw things up too bad for me, but I have to do what I have to do, so we'll see what happens. And I guess until next time, happy creating!